Welcome, welcome. How you feeling?
Day two.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling great.
Okay, we're here. We're on this DS journey. Well, I'm on the DS journey.
I'm about to say, how you feeling?
I'm fine. We're gonna go over just a little bit today about how I truly feel, breaking it down just a little bit, a few areas. Talking about me being on my modified liquid diet, and um, last video we told y'all I had 7 days of liquid diet. Nope. Boom, boom, food. Only five. The doctors made an adjustment, so I only have 5 days to shrink my liver, so you can go in there and boom, 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 boom. Not necessarily cut, but it's
Laparoscopic.
yeah.
So
That
for those who haven't tuned in before, DS is duodenal switch,
yes.
and it is a bariatric surgery to help lose weight.
I can't pronounce duodenal.
You just
DS.
did duodenal switch.
Yeah. Anywho, today I'm talking about the app. Total Weight Loss Center provided an app that helps you with tracking, helps you with pre-surgery information, help you try to understand food and eating habits.
Build an accountability group.
Yeah,
That sort of thing.
monitors your poop.
Yeah, very
You know,
TMI.
then it has some motivational stuff in there as well. Can you see what the motivational thing is today? Let's give them that. Let's give them some motivation.
Okay, you keep talking while I pull it up.
Um, and like I said, it helps you monitor your vitamins and medicine that you're taking. It has reminders to help you stay on task with drinking your water and things like that, your measurements and things of that nature. A lot of little tips and things on there that helps you get to. You can do recipes, and it gives you some suggested recipes, which we haven't gotten to that a whole lot just yet, but it'll be helpful throughout the journey. So we'll be referring to that as we go through this. And
I have the positivity.
oh, okay,
It says happiness is found when you stop comparing yourself to others.
quoted
Other
somebody that
people,
we don't know.
excuse me.
Yeah, we don't know who said that, but hey, that's great, good stuff. Um, it was a good one yesterday. I don't know what it said now, but anyway, it just helps you kind of keep yourself on track. I'm using it now to kind of prepare myself for post surgery. Um, I got my cup of water. Um,
But that's not going to be the one that you use. You want to show them what you're going to use?
Oh, so I fill this up. Like even right now, what I'm doing right now, I fill this up. It's 64 ounces, and I am going to only be able to take so much in once the surgery's over. So I found some little shot glasses. You all know what they are. Shot glasses. There are 2 ounces. So right now, I'll take, for example, we just had a notification. My app told me it's time to drink water. I take it at work. I pour a little bit. Now I'm supposed to sip, but it's hard to sip a shot. I'm a little, I got a little something in my blood, a little alcoholism in my blood, so it's hard to sip. So I drink.
You take one sip and then a shot.
Yeah, I can't do the sipping too much. Now next week at this time I'll be probably sipping better because my stomach ain't so full.
The goal is for him to do 4 to 6 ounces per hour.
Yeah, so
of liquid. So it doesn't have to just be water. It can be tea. It can be coffee. It can be skim or 1% milk. It can even be Jello or popsicles.
Popsicles. Let's talk about that real quick since you brought that up. So has to be sugar free. We have some sugar free popsicles. When I bought it, well, my wife bought it. We unpacked the groceries. My daughter said, "Ooh, can I have some of these popsicles?" I was like, "Sure, you can have some. It's sugar free, whatever." So the first day of doing the liquid diet, yesterday I had one, and I told my daughter, "Go ahead and get you one." She got a popsicle and said,
There's sugar in here.
you had a chance to say
We
something.
told
Say it.
we told her that she couldn't
so
talk,
lost
so
for
she was
words.
like, "Oh, you talking to me?"
I was lost for
So,
words. It's not fair.
She said that her next statement after she said "It's sugar in here" was
There are fat days online.
no.
No, you said
Your
we
next
gotta get
statement
some
was
more.
we're gonna have to need more of these
Oh yeah.
because she about to eat them all. So they were pretty good. Go ahead and tell them about your cooking experience so far this week.
So, in this liquid modified diet, basically, and we're doing it together. So, I'm like, all right, let's figure this out. So, we do 2 shakes, breakfast and lunch, and then have a low carb, low protein, high protein diet.
And you can have 2 to 3 shakes
Yes.
a day. They want you. The reason what they're doing, of course, they want you to have your protein up. And what the doctor told me, and what the nutritionist told me on Monday was, first, let's go back to the visit real quick. I walked in the visit thinking it's just going to be all informational, and we're going to talk about some things. And the very first thing she said to me was, "Take your shoes off and your socks and weigh yourself." Wait, lady, I wasn't prepared to weigh today. That's not what I was looking to do. I said, okay. So she was doing that to get my body mass and my muscle definition, things of that nature, to see how things progress. And the key thing she told me about the protein is that keeping the proteins in me is going to help me be able to maintain my muscle. Of course, muscle burns fat, so that's what I need to have that high protein to keep that up. So you can have 2 to 3 shakes to keep that protein up. And we use a protein. I use a pre-mixed ones because it tastes a little bit better right now. They come in powder form. There's all different kind of proteins out there that you can use. They even have like protein water and stuff like that. But pre-getting surgery date and all that, they gave you a list of different things you can try. They wanted you to try different flavors. This week we tried. I always like the chocolate, so I used to stick to that. But we also tried
Cinnamon roll.
cinnamon roll. I was at work today, and a guy that I worked with in the past, I went to talk to him. I was drinking one. He was like, "Hey, I just had one of those." His was cafe latte.
Oh.
And I was like, "Oh, okay." Now, me and him used to, when he's the one that turned me on to being at McDonald's.
The frappe.
The frappe.
Bullshit.
He went to McDonald's and they gave him 2 frappes. He's like, "Here, you want this?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll take it. I don't even drink coffee, but I'll take it." And it was wonderful. But I don't do that much, so that's not a big deal. Anywho, moving on.
Anyway, so for the meal, you can pick 1 protein and 1 carbohydrate. So I'm gonna read off what you can have, and then I'll tell you what we have.
And these are suggestions.
They
I mean, they don't. You gotta stick to. I mean, they just tell you.
That's not a
It's
suggestion.
not required, are they?
I believe so. Anyway, so the protein choice, you can choose 1 again. 5 ounces of Greek yogurt, a half a cup of cottage cheese, 2 eggs, 3 ounces of chicken or deli meat, 4 ounces of fish, tilapia, salmon, or cod, 3 ounces of beef or pork, or 3 ounces of tofu. So being elected to do chicken the whole time. So I said, okay.
And you can do these for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. You can do
Right.
You have one of those options once. So.
Yeah, and the rest of the time you need to have your shakes. And then your carbohydrate, again, you could choose 1. So you could do a cup of raw or a half cup of cooked vegetables: carrots, celery, snap peas, cucumbers, peppers, broccoli, cauliflower, radishes, salad greens, squash, or bean sprouts. Or you could do a small fruit: apple, peach, pear, or orange, or a half a cup of berries, 1 slice of whole grain bread, a third a cup of cooked pasta or rice, a half a cup of beans, corn, peas, or a half-baked potato, 1 cup of air-popped popcorn, and 5 whole grain crackers. So yesterday, he had 3 ounces of chicken with a half a baked potato. And then I did the 4 ounces of salmon with the half-baked potato, with the other half of his half. Go ahead.
So in preparing these items, you only get so much oil or butter.
1 tablespoon, and you can 1 tablespoon between all of them.
So,
But you can have as much seasoning as you like. So at least
Yes.
it's not bland. I made sure there was lots of seasoning. So I think yesterday we decided we was gonna take the whole tablespoon of butter and put it on the potato,
yes.
and then I just cooked the chicken in the pan as is. And so today I cooked it in the air fryer. And still did a 3 ounces of chicken, and then I gave him a half a cup of cooked broccoli.
Both of them were good. And then, so let's go back to yesterday. We're talking about it's going to be a little longer video than I thought it would be. I thought it would be 15 minutes. We're going to probably go a little longer than that, just a little bit. Yesterday, doing the shakes for lunch, and shakes for breakfast, and then coming home and having the 3 ounces of chicken, which of course, if you've been through any type of weight loss program, they want you to eat your proteins first. So I ate my chicken, then I ate my starch, which was a potato.
Today,
And of course, they want you to I'm also preparing to be able to make my meals last 30 minutes. Supposed to have each of meals in 30 minutes. So you have to chew enough to break it down so that, again, in a few weeks, when I'm able to start taking in foods, because my stomach will be smaller and I can't take in as much, maybe 1 or 2 bites, I'm trying to get myself prepared to be able to bite that stuff down and chew it down. So I'm kind of working on that.
and you can't have any liquid 30 minutes before
Yes.
or after.
No drinking 30 minutes before and 30 minutes after. So I'm kind of getting those things down now so that as I progress, it'll be more second nature to me. The app also gives you a reminder and a timer. It gives you the timer. You push the button and it starts to tell you to chew. You chew for 20 seconds. What I found out is that chewing for 20 seconds is not enough to grind the meat up in your mouth.
Depends on how big of a bite you take.
And you have to, I try to cut my little pieces in small little pieces, but 20 seconds is quite a short period of time. I thought it was nothing like, oh, who's going to chew for 20 seconds? But really, honestly, you probably should chew that much. So preparing for that is it's coming along. I wasn't hungry yesterday. When I say hungry, I wasn't hungry. Like people think, oh, you can't eat anything. I wasn't hungry. There were some mental things in there that's like, we're not really eating that much. And then when you look at the actual calorie intake, before I got on the liquid diet, modified liquid diet, I had 3,000 calories in one day. Yesterday I had 600. Today I think I'm at 5 something. So it's a dramatic change. And with that change, my body's kind of reacting a little bit. Again, I wasn't hungry, but I woke up and my stomach was like, we're not doing the same things we used to do it. We missing something. It was like honestly kind of turning a little bit, like not upset, but just kind of like this ain't our normal program. So things are moving. So if I could, I don't know if this is accurate or not, but my liver's supposed to be shrinking in these 5 days. I felt it moving. Something was moving.
Not you felt it moving.
Something was getting smaller. So we'll see. A little disappointed that it wasn't the full 7 days because I anticipated having a significant weight loss in those 7 days. I'm thinking a week time, I'll lose 5 pounds. I don't know if those 2 extra days are going to help me lose a little bit more, but I expected to go back into day of surgery and be a little bit
Did you
smaller weight
already weigh
loss.
yourself?
I have not.
So I weighed myself yesterday. With and without jeans, by the way. It was 7 pounds different with the jeans on. I said, ugh, jeans, you will never get me. Anyway, so I weighed myself today and I was already 4 pounds lighter. So I don't think that you're gonna have a problem with losing any weight. Because we're taking in less calories, more protein, that sort of thing. So, but I just want to keep it on.
Yes. The liquids, getting the 64 ounces in minimum that they want you to kind of have in. I think I made a little bit of a mistake yesterday because again, I'm trying to prepare myself to have less intake at one time, and doing that, trying to get to the 64, it wasn't hard. It's just the fact that I probably could have had a lot more, it was times yesterday and today where I felt like I want to drink, and I work and I'm talking when I'm working, so I probably could use drinking a little bit more. It won't hurt me. I don't think there's I mean, I guess you could drown drinking too much water, but the amount of water that we drink.
I don't think you don't drown.
No, I was gonna say like a person could drown from drinking too much water, but I'm saying that the amount of water that I'm drinking, I'm not anywhere close to that, and I probably could, with my size, probably use more water anyway to fuel myself a little bit with that. So I'm probably gonna drink a little bit more tomorrow. I was trying to get to just the fact of drinking all my 64 ounces, but I don't know what the Surgeon General or what was it the standard is that you're supposed to drink per day. It's 128 ounces or whatever.
You're supposed to at least drink 128 ounces. Some people say do your body weight and whatnot, but the lady, like when we went for my daughter's eye appointment, and she was talking about her eyes were dry, and she's like, "How much water are you drinking?" She was like, "You need at least drinking a gallon a day."
Which is a good thing as well. We want to point that out. Drinking water affects a lot of things. It helps you poop. It helps you give blood. They tell you you got water. You'll be dehydrated. So that's, again, the main thing about the liquids is want to keep you hydrated so that you can still function. Your blood ain't going to flow like it's supposed to if it's in the water in there.
Right.
And, drinking water helps your skin get better. I mean, these are things that I'm not making these things up, or this is my opinion, of course, but I don't want Facebook to close me down because I said something like I'm a doctor or whatever.
YouTube.
We are not doctors.
We are.
This is YouTube, yeah. None, so I don't want to be shut down because I said something inappropriate or inaccurate, but these are things that I just know from I see people that have got good skin. They drink a lot of water. People, I wish somebody try to give blood that can't find my veins because I'm not drinking enough water and things of that nature. So water has its good principles. Keep things moving. Lubricate your joints and your muscles and things like that, and organs and all those things. And then I also think that, I don't know if this is, I'm again not a doctor, but you have a lot of fat in your body, how you gonna flush it out? I've heard in the past that in order to lose weight, you have to drink water, you have to sweat it out or urinate it out. You have to get that stuff off your body some kind of way, and drinking water helps you do that. So those are some of the things. Any challenges you had?
Yesterday I had a headache, and I didn't know what the headache was for, but I wasn't hungry, but my head was just like, I am hurting, so I went to sleep. I woke up, and I felt better.
And it just may be fatigue and things like that. And again, not proven, but I feel like my body may be working because I'm not filling it up with the food and things like that. So my body's trying to work and it's eating that fat, which is making us have these headaches. Again, that's not something that I'm not a doctor or anywhere. It's just Ben's opinion.
I did try to have something else in between the protein shakes because yesterday I didn't have anything in between there except for water. So today I did drink some bone broth in between my morning shake and my afternoon shake. And I feel like it felt a little bit better doing that way. So we shall see.
Yeah, I think that getting more liquids in are going to help because I don't think anybody ever said you can have too much water necessarily. Now, again, there's the thing about getting the military use the waterboarding or whatever, the torture they use of the water.
Well, that's not drinking it though.
I
Trying to kill somebody.
Okay, so then they say people can drown in 3 ounces of water and 3 inches of water in the bathtub. Things like that can happen. Water is dangerous.
Again, not drinking it.
I know, but I'm just saying things with water. So you can have too much water in your situation and choke you or whatever. I don't think we're at that stage. So I'm going to be adding that because I did have a little bit of a headache as well. And late last night, I did feel a little bit of again, not necessarily hungriness, but kind of missing something. And I think it was, again, based on when we eat till we get full, and we eat and go sleep. So,
or have seconds. I think that's the only thing that
I thought you was going to say something else.
No, seconds. So I'm used to like going back and getting a little bit of more side or more, meat or whatever. And what we had is what we had. And so I think a part of me was like, do I want some more? Be like, but I'm not hungry. So a lot of things are just mental.
Yeah. One of the things also, and I'll end up on here, it says, in the book that they gave us, it's about grazing. That's one thing we'll have to do, and I'll have to do after surgery is mindful of just not grabbing something just because it's sitting there.
Right.
And because my stomach will be smaller, in a sense, then I can't just automatically say, ooh, I'm only going to taste that.
Right.
Because tasting that, again, is adding stuff that I really don't need. People need to start eating when they're eating for fuel and not eating just for satisfaction at times.
Right.
Not that you can't have something that satisfaction tastes good, but there's that regular random, I'm going to grab a few chips here and there, or whatever the situation may be. That's just why people say have healthy snacks. So with that, but so those kind of things can be detrimental, especially when you have the surgery, because even if it's a lot of healthy snacks, you just eat them all day long, like your stomach ain't gonna be able to hold all that. So that's the journey for the day. We're doing all right. Day 2. I feel okay. Feel okay. I am working one more day. Then I'm off for 2, then surgery. So I don't know if we'll do
You
another
off for
video.
what?
2 days.
You off? Okay. But you off for a couple weeks.
What? I'm saying I got 2 days
Tomorrow's
before
his
surgery.
last day
That's what I
until
said.
May.
That's what-
With the
I
whole
just said that.
2 weeks.
I'm off for 2 days and then surgery is what I said.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
It's
baby.
technically 3, ain't it?
No.
It's 2. All right. Blame it on the protein shake. Gives me energy, not memory.
So, that be saying, that be the end, I guess. We're going to end it right here from our
I think that's all. I think we'll come back to you all maybe the day before surgery and do another video, let you know how we've done and what the thought process is the night before the surgery, and then I will attempt to vlog the day of surgery, like us getting to the hospital and that process, as much as he'll let me. But I will check back in and let y'all know how everything went on surgery day, and that's it.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. But it was something I was just about to say. You said something. We will videotape on Monday, day before surgery, because of the fact that there's some things that pre-surgery stuff, day and night before, I want to talk about. And then Sunday I'll have my first full day, because when you're working and stuff, eating is not hard because you're busy when you're working. So it was in the past I wouldn't go long periods of times without eating lunch and stuff like that. I always get home. I've been doing that since I was in high school. But then I'll eat too much, of course, later on. So it'll be interesting to see how I do on Sunday. And I can tell you all about my mother trying to prepare a meal for me on Sunday.
Bless her heart.
I love my mom.
She said, I want to know about these seasonings. You can't have bland food. I said, so let me send her the full page.
So, again, and I'll end it right here. We are going to end it right here. One thing I do want to note, a lot of this isn't possible. Well, 2 things isn't possible. I can't get through this without God. This journey and struggle is going to take me through some places, and I'm going to need God to help me get through that. And then having a good, strong support system from my family is huge. And this support system right here is super huge right now. She's really supportive. Like I said, she doesn't have to do this liquid diet with a modified diet with me, but she's doing it, and she's going to do something different after surgery. But we on this journey together for better us.
That's right.
So again, thank you.
No problem.
Thank my mom, my pops, my daughter Riley, and all the family members that have called. My brother called me and checking on me. People at work were really the ones that know I'm going out. They all don't know what I'm going out for, but they were, saying if I need anything, let them know and things of that nature. I haven't really discussed it a lot with them. Maybe we'll talk about that afterwards when I go back to work.
Niece already wants to check in and come over here and grill.
Right. But yeah, I have a support system that's pretty strong. And I talked to a coworker who's also dieting right now, and I was telling him how my wife is doing this diet with me, and he was like, "Yeah, it's hard when you're trying to do right." And he did another diet, and he had lost a lot of weight from it. But then he says it's hard when he has somebody in his house that was buying cupcakes and Zoom Zooms and Wham Whams and just whatever, and he's trying to do better. I keep saying my fitness at work. Again, he's doing his diet, I'm doing mine, liquid diet, and a coworker went out and just bought a Taco Bell and just brought him back Taco Bell. Now he's sitting here with a big old thing of water like this, eating fruit, and then a coworker just went and bought him Taco Bell.
It's the devil.
And it's like, he was like, "Well, I just gotta eat it." Again, he's in that. He's not in that.
I'd be like, "You wasted your money. Take it
Well,
back."
he's not in the state that he can turn stuff down like that just yet. But however, that also happened on Tuesday. I didn't work on Monday. I'm off on Mondays. I worked on Tuesday, and he came in. I didn't know he had started his diet. Whatever, we had talked about it, but he had started his diet. He had his water, and I went to his desk, and another coworker had brought him a muffin top, and it was in his desk. And he was like, "Hey, do you want that?" But he didn't know I was supposed to be on a liquid diet, of course. What he thought, but he asked me if I wanted, and initially I said no. But I said, "You know what? I can eat still. So let me take this off your hand and help you, because it ain't gonna hurt me right now. I'm going to surgery and I'm gonna be on a liquid diet here soon. Let me take this off your hand and try to help you get through your situation, because again, it's sitting there, temptation. He's gonna eat it.
Right.
So we have to support each other. So
Sounds like your coworkers are bullying him.
they are. So I'm gonna keep in contact with him through my journey as well, to help him get through some of the areas that he's got to get to. Because it takes everybody to get like this. It's going to take a lot. So I'll keep you all updated on his journey as well if he lets me. Other
It
than
takes
that,
a lot of discipline, so keep us in your prayers. Like, comment, and subscribe. Any questions that you have, let us know. We're open book. We'll answer them.
yeah, this is going to be a B Square Productions.
Bye.
Wave, she said wave.
She said, "Wait, this is."